Hi there, welcome to Formidable Academy. In this introductory video to Microsoft Word, we'll look into the interface, ribbon, and tabs found in the Word app. We'll just be scanning through and explaining the functionality of each and every button available in the app in the interest of making this video short. And other videos coming up, I shall explain further how each and every button works. Starting here on your home page, this is what you will see when you enter your Word app, and on your left we have the home, which is where we are at. We have the new option, which will allow you to create a new document or use available templates to create your document based on what is already available. So for example, you can just click on this one and then it will allow you to create a resume quickly, which looks according to what you see here, and it will be from your choice to see which template you choose to use, or if you don't want any of these templates, using your own document, blank document, will allow you to customize and make your own nice document. On the left tab again, there we have the open option, which will allow you to open a document you have already created and is available in your computer or in your OneDrive, as you can see here. So this PC, add, place, browse, which is allowing you to browse through your computer or your drive, and somehow you can also have documents shared with me, and you can also share documents with other people. We can look into that in future videos. Here, and then looking again on your left tab, we have add-ins. The computer is not connected to internet, so add-ins are apps which can be linked to your Word app, and they will assist you in conveniently using your Word app. Such apps can be an app which can allow you to add references quicker and other stuff like that. I shall show you one app which is already embedded in your Word app, and you can use if you want to use add-ins. Info, this is like options which will allow you to protect the document, check issues, version history. As you save your document, there is history of the document being saved, and this can be linked to your OneDrive, which will have to be attached or related to the Microsoft account you are using for this application, the one you have logged in with. And then here you can manage your document, and then this is where you are looking at the saved changes from previous iterations of saving the document. Here we have the save option. It allows you to save your document. If you come here, you can have different options to say how do you want to save a document, as a PDF, as a Word document, as a plain text, as a older version of Word. Look at this. We have the 2003 version. We have the 97 to 2003 version, and that's how you can save it, or as an open document. And then this will allow you to also save the document into your drive, or you can say you want to save it into your computer, and the options for that are here. So if you click here, you are now saving your document to your PC, in which now you can also come click here and be able to click here on PC, this PC, to be able to click to a specific location where you want to save a document. This is your print option here on your left. Going back to your left again, here you are given an option to print out your document. You will be able to select the printer of your choice, the one which is connected to your computer, and you can print out the document. And then here we have a share option. This share option will allow you to share your document with others, and it will allow you to input their email addresses and information, and it will automatically appear on their Word documents under an option of shared with me. As you can see here, this option appears in everyone's Word document, and if you have shared your document with someone, when they come to this option, they will be able to see that you have shared a document with them, and this will allow them to be able to work in the same document with you. So when you make changes, they can see them. And if they make changes, you can also see the changes they have made in the document. This is good for when you're working in a team, creating a team document, or working on a project as a team. Moving on to the other option here, it's an export option, which allows you to export your document as an XPS document. The transform option is an option which allows you to transform your Word document into a web page. This is when you're now moving on to maybe from working on your Word app to working online digitally. And then this is your close option. This is an option that allows you to close the document you are currently working on to open a new document in a safer way to make sure everything is saved and stuff like that. And it allows you to close the document and start working on a new file without being forced to close the whole app. So you are still inside the Word document creating app. You're just closing one document. For example, you can close file 2, and then move on to enter file 1 and start editing file 1. Now let's move on to the blank document to explain the ribbon and the tabs. So the ribbon is what you see here. So the ribbon is a bar which will allow you to add in functionalities you love to use, and it allows you to be able to quickly find whatever you want, which can be from any of the options in your tabs. For example, in my ribbon here, we have the save option, which allows me to quickly come here and just click on save to make sure that the document I'm working on is saved. This is the undo button and the redo button. And then I have other options which I love to use. So this is something you add because you love to use, and when you click here and come to say customize ribbon, it can give you options of things you can be able to add. And if let's take you were to come and click on any of them, let's take you love to use the format painter, you can just click on it, click add. Oh shoot, what is it doing? You can just come click on anything. Let's see if we can repeat that. Click on add. I don't know what's happening, but it should be jumping to this side of the page to show you to say this is what you have added to your ribbon. So that's the use of a ribbon. Starting on your home ribbon, this is where you will do a lot of things. So this is like, let's take, you have written something new document. I've written Formidable Academy multiple times now. This is where you will be able to edit your text to say you want to make it bold, italic, underlined, and such stuff. You want to add a subscript, superscript, highlight it, maybe change the text color. This is where you do that. Here you are arranging your paragraphs to say, must they start on the left? Must they be on the middle? Must they align to the right? Must they justify? And what am I realizing as I'm going over these things? To say, if you don't know how to use something, or you are trying to figure out what something does, if you hover above it, the functionality of it just appears on the screen, such as now we can see multi-level list, and it explains what it does for you, and so on and so on. Here you can also come and now add headings to say this text should be a heading of this size, and that's so and so on and so on. This is an option which allows you to dictate. So when you dictate, you're just speaking to your Word document, and whatever you say in the language of your choice, which you have selected in the options where you were setting the language you're going to be using in your Word documents, it will be able to write whatever you say. Unfortunately, I'm not connected to internet. I cannot demonstrate that to you. Editor is where you come and click, and it will look into your document, find spelling and grammar mistakes, and it will suggest better ways to write your document and also suggest correct spellings. Add-ins is what I was speaking about to say it's more like apps which you can add in to simplify tasks you're doing, such as the referencing tool, which we'll see in the later stage. Moving on to the next ribbon, we have the insert ribbon, which can allow you to insert a blank page, a page break, a table, pictures, a screenshot. Here we have suggested screenshots. We have a screen sniping option, which will allow you to go snipe a picture from the previous tab you were working on before you came into it. Just remember that and you'll be able to screen snap clip anything, but I shall come back and explain everything again. We're just hovering here because we want to make this video as short as possible. So here you can add headers, you can add page numbers, text boxes, word art, and equation symbols. This is a very important video coming up where we are going to explain how to write any equation, any symbol. We are going to be using these two things and I shall show you how it's done. Look into our YouTube channel, it's coming. Then here we have the draw option, which will allow you to draw anything in your document, and we have the ruler, which can allow you to draw something in line. For example, there we just drew a red line at a 45-degree angle using our ruler. The format background, you can add lines to your formatting, and here we have ink to shape. This is to allow you to draw something. When you draw it as a straight line, you should be able to realize to say you're drawing a box, and then it will figure it out to say it's a box, and then it will draw it for you clearly. Let me see if I can do this. This is mostly done by what do we call them, iPads. As you can see, let's draw a box here again. Did it again for you. It quickly draws the box it can see. And then ink to math is something I'm still coming on to. You can just draw the symbol and then your pi appears. It just came up here. I can come and put it somewhere else. Where can I put it? Let's put it down here. It's just a mess here on my board here. So if you come here, here's your pi drawn for you. Let's make it black. And just to show you how this small ribbon works, you can increase your font by using this, decrease it, highlight, underline. This is more like the home, what was it? This is more like the home short available ribbon on your document, which appears as you are working on your files. As you see, everything here is appearing here at the top and is appearing on that small ribbon. Moving on to the design. Okay, we're not done with we're done with the draw ribbon. We can also add a drawing canvas. A drawing canvas is more like you adding a box where you can draw something. The advantages of using this is that it can move with your words, so where you can move it around, and the drawing will not be on top of words. If you can look at these drawings, they are on top of words. The one which you will draw on top of your drawing canvas are not on top of words. They are actually independent. It's more like you drawing somewhere else, then sniping it and putting it here. So it's just a shortcut of you allowing you to draw here and have the drawing as something which you can also name as a figure in the in the future, or you can put it as something which can allow you to like write around things. And in this option here, let me quickly explain this. So this is like allowing you to dictate how how your figure relates to words. So here you can put words to be along the drawing canvas. Let's draw something on top of our canvas here. Let's see if we can draw something. So let's take this was your figure here. I'm a good artist. Can add that in the comment box. Don't be shy to compliment your formidable tutor. I'm a very nice artist. So in your figure here, you can now dictate to say you want words to be on this side. As you can see, it can do that. This is more like you having words on the side, having words on the other, at the bottom, having words at the top of your figure, and it allows you to just not have a figure which has nothing on its side. You can add something, and you have multiple options to edit to say how things work around. You can come play around with these options. Moving on to the design tab, here you are given an option to design your page, how it looks, your fonts, effects, and add a watermark. Let me quickly show you how you can add a watermark. You can just click there. There is a watermark added already. Okay, let's try to add the page. So that adding a page, you can just say space, space, space. Then we'll end up jumping to the next page. You can add a custom watermark, and then when you add a custom watermark, you can make it a picture where you'll select the picture, no watermark, or text watermark. You can come right here to say Formidable Academy. The spelling there is rubbish. Formidable Academy. There we go. You can edit. There we go. We have a watermark saying Formidable Academy on top of our page. This is where we can also add page borders, to say like what kind of a border do you wish to have, like that, and you have added your page borders. You can come and learn more about it and hover around it in the later stages. Here we have the layout. So this is where you are going to define to say where does your page end, the size of your page, and this is where you can also define the orientation of the page to say, is it portrait, is it landscape. The landscape is good for when you are drawing stuff. Maybe you have connected your drawing tablet. Is it a drawing tablet? A drawing tablet to your laptop, and you're drawing something. You can make use of this to be able to have a nice landscape view, and you can use your draw ribbon to draw things in your laptop or write notes in class using your drawing tablet. And then moving on, okay, so this is also important. So well, as you are writing things, okay, let's go back to the home page. The font seems to be big by just looking at this line which shows where you are writing. Let's reduce the font to 12. As you are writing something, you realize that the space between these writings is not normal, it's kind of big. So this, going back to the layout there, this thing here written here, the spacing after each line is 8 points. You can come here, increase it. Look at what's happening in our text. We have the space increasing, or we can decrease it to make it minimum. And this happens automatically. Let's take, you just had a paragraph 1. Now you are writing paragraph 2. When you say enter, it might happen the space goes according to say you had made a big space here, and then it follows that and makes a huge space. To close that up, you just come in here and say, okay, I want to reduce the space to 0 or something like that. And then if you can't reduce it and it's not moving, you just come here and use the back button and it will close up. It might mean that you just have a line open there between your paragraphs. Moving on to the reference option. This is the thing we have been waiting for. This will allow you to add your table of contents. The table of contents, for it to be added, you must have your headings defined. Shall come back in a future video to explain how you do that. So when you are now making your headings and new headings are coming up, you can come click on the update table for it to include the new headings you have added ever since you have made the previous table of contents. Shall come back to look into it. The end notes, further more videos are coming up in your Formidable Academy YouTube channel. Be on the lookout for this. We'll come back and explain it further. So citation, that's you including your reference of a website you have used in your research or in your report. We'll come back to look into 3 different ways to create references according to the Formidable Academy way. You'll be on the lookout for that video also. And here you can also create an automatic bibliography which will be able to spot the citations you have added and then put them below your work, like at the last page of your work, to say this is how all your references be put at the end of your document. And then here you can also select your citation style. If you can come in here and you say include um, a citation, it also gives you directions of how you can include a citation, and it can also assist you with the in-text and the bibliography as I just showed you. We shall come back and look into it, and then you can insert captions on documents you have. And then here you can also make the table of figures and cross-referencing, something we're coming into, how you can cross-reference the heading of your documents to the text inside your document. We shall come back and look into it. And then this mainly is a add-in, as I've been explaining add-ins in the previous parts, an add-in which can assist you with adding references in an easier way to your Word document. Shall come back and look into it when I will making the video about 3 ways you can add references to your Word document. Mailings, this is an option that will allow you to email your document to certain people every time you have an iteration or every time you're done with it, just automatically. And we shall come back and see how we can do this. So like you can just send out your documents to different people to say, here's my document, and they can have access to the document as a document which you will make available as a Word document, or you can also come on to edit how you want them to see it as. And then here in the review, we have the editor again, thesaurus. This is word suggestion to assist you with improving your word choice, your diction in the document. And this also allows you to uh, edit how wording around your document works. And then these two options are very important options for when you are in a shared document and your option and whatever you are editing is not appearing in the other person's document. And we shall come and look at how to fix that error. Be sure to remind me in the comment section if you need it urgently, to make sure that I can upload that video for you as quick as possible. And then the last tab here is the view ribbon, which shows you to say, how do you want to see your document? Do you want your pages to be vertical, to be horizontally, side by side, page 1, page 2, or you want page 1 to be like below page 2, kind of story, to say, if you can zoom in. So we see page 1 is at the top, page 2 is at the bottom, or you want them to be side by side like this, and you can come in and put in to say, do you want to split your document? This is a way of sorting your things, to say, like sorting your document and such stuff. Macros, these are things which you can make use of to edit your document and simplify your life. So if there are things which you do as a routine in your document, you can include macros to record what you do on a routine and save it as a certain key. And then you can employ that key every time you want to do that activity, and the the word application will be able to know to say, when you employ it, what must it do. So it's more like you saving your 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 daily routine, so that the computer can do it for you when you want it to happen. Here on your show part of the ribbon is where you can add your rulers for you to have things aligned, your grid lines. If you are maybe drawing something using the draw option, you can add this to make sure you are drawing maybe in some dimensions you have defined, to say, I don't want this drawing to be more than half a page. This can allow you to make that happen. And then from there, that's where you will be like having, I can say, if you can have the knowledge to this point, you will have enough knowledge about your Word document, and you will be in a space to kickstart your your document writing career. I hope this video is helpful to you. Be sure to subscribe, share, and like the video. I love you all. From me, the Formidable Academy tutor. Thank you.